My name is Mark Rubel. This is Pogo Recording Studios. We've been making records since 1980 in Champaign-Urbana and in downtown Champaign since 1985. And although we have the reputation of being a vintage recording studio, we do have a lot of older stuff. All our recording these days is done to an Apple Macintosh. Although I started out with tape machines and mixing consoles, I really enjoy working in the digital environment. It just allows us to work really quickly. We're not limited by the hardware, by how many tracks we can record. It sounds good, and we're able to recall things, automate things. It just basically speeds the workflow. It's interesting that one of the leaders of progress and innovation in the music business has come from more or less outside of the music business, which is from Apple itself. You would think that it would be the record companies and the music business itself that would be propelling progress into the future and so forth. But really, it's a traditionally sort of reactionary business that doesn't respond quickly to technological change. And so many of the changes have actually been created and put into motion by Apple themselves, with iTunes, where people have a different way of accessing music, a different way of being able to carry it with them and so forth. It's sort of become the modern transistor radio or something like that. Not only does Apple create progress by creating superior systems that we use in professional and home recording situations, but also at the end user side, they really have dominated the music industry and taken over in many ways from the traditional system, the traditional record companies. Well, we've got 2 G5 towers here, 3 Apple laptops at our disposal, and I also teach another school in Charleston, and we have a giant 8-core Macintosh there. It's running a Pro Tools high-definition system. The education is another case where the computer is ubiquitous. I certainly use them in preparing for teaching, looking up music, looking up information, presenting it using Keynote. One of the classes I teach, I've got 2 sections of 150 students, and you really have to be able to keep their attention, and it's more or less like putting on a show. So this is the ultimate in high-tech, low-tech. It's a variation on the old cigar box guitar. In this case, it's a jewelry box. This has a straight neck. Usually they're broomsticks or broom handles, but this one's unusual because the body is the lid of a G5 computer. It's 3 strings, and you can pretty much only play slide. But, well, there's a difference between the music and the music technology. I think the music technology will continue to get faster and give us more options. It'll be interesting to see what sorts of new developments we get, because a lot of the things that we have now are basically sort of faster, more reliable ways of doing things that have been possible for a long time. Recording, editing, playing back, processing, changing, mixing, automating. Those things already exist, and to a large extent now we're just seeing the ability to do them faster and also more reliably, which is nice. Hopefully we've kind of gotten to a point where the music technology isn't impeding the music and it's enabling whatever we need to do. And my hope is that it will actually mean that since everybody has access to the technology and everybody can do all these amazing things that were incredibly expensive 10 years ago and impossible 20 years or more before, my hope is that now the emphasis will be more on the music itself.